And tonight we will likely break the record for the warmest overnight low heading into June 22nd, and that is by around 4 or 5 degrees in the Madison and La Crosse area. In Eau Claire, the current record is 72, but we're forecast to only get down to 81 degrees tonight. That's a pretty high overnight low. In Wausau, current record is 70 degrees. Tonight we're only forecasted to drop to 77. So likely to see those records break with this heat wave. And then tomorrow, we're not just talking about that heat. There is the potential for some stronger storms in the very northwestern corner of the state. So this is the Eau Claire area, currently under a level 2 out of 5 risk of severe weather from the Storm Prediction Center. That's because of a passing warm front, but at the moment, all models have any stronger storms remaining well to our west in the Minnesota area. So our neighbors off to the west are going to be the ones to see those stronger cells. Just something to think about. Even though those models aren't showing any thunderstorms, we all know that systems can shift unexpectedly. So just something to keep in mind throughout your Sunday. By tomorrow morning, Wausau is at 78, Eau Claire is at 80, as well as La Crosse, and 78 degrees as well in the Madison area. As you can see, plenty of sunshine. So that's also playing into that factor of we're not really seeing any cloud cover over Eau Claire in these models, so not expecting those storms, but still just something to think about. If they can pop up, those conditions are ripe for some severe weather. By noon, Wausau is at 86, 89 in Eau Claire, 90 in La Crosse, and 88 degrees in Madison. We're all staying nice and sunny throughout our Sunday as those temperatures continue to climb up into the 90s. By 5 p.m., we're at 92 in Wausau, 94 in Eau Claire, 95 in La Crosse, and 92 in Madison. At that same time, when you factor in the humidity, our heat indexes are over 100 degrees, with 101 in both Wausau and Madison, 104 in La Crosse, and 105 in Eau Claire. So we've got another day of that extreme heat. That's why we're seeing that heat advisory as well as that extreme heat warning continuing for the remainder of our weekend. We've been talking so much about that heat, but what comes once that comes to a close late Monday night? Well, we are tracking our next severe weather threat as early as Monday afternoon. As you can see, by Monday, the majority of the state of Wisconsin in this yellow, that's a level 2 out of 5 risk of severe weather from the Storm Prediction Center. Areas to the southeast of Madison under a level 1 out of 5, as well as north of Eau Claire, also under a level 1 out of 5. We'll see a line of some stronger thunderstorms that pass throughout our Monday afternoon and throughout our evening. We're going to continue to track that as the latest model data becomes available and get you a closer timeline. As for our high temperatures tomorrow, before we get that rain chance on Monday, we're going to get to 93 degrees in Wausau, 94 in Eau Claire. La Crosse gets up to 96 tomorrow. In the Madison area, up to 95 degrees for our Sunday. Remember, just looking at that slight thunderstorm chance in the northwestern corner of the state before we all have a greater chance for some storms on Monday.